All right. Mark Stiles is with us, Stiles Law, Route 139 in Marshfield, and we get into some topics. One of the things we'd like to talk about is real estate from time to time. And this is a topic, Mark, about someone that would like to, let me see here, they want to, sell their home. And they're talking about my interest rate is so low. I've got someone that wants to buy my home, but they want to assume my mortgage. Can they do that? Okay, well, explain this for me.
Wow, great question. They may have seen some things on the Google machine about this assuming of the mortgage. There's a lot of real estate investor workshops talk about this. But it makes a lot of sense, and I know my real estate referral partners are listening to this. The market is scarce in selling properties because people have low interest rates. There was a few years where people were refinancing 2.5%, 3%, 3.25%. So people are sitting on really low interest rates. So their debt obligation is super manageable. So they think to themselves, why would I sell my house and go move to a property that maybe my payment would double, right? Because interest rates may be in the 6s, for example. However, when they think about letting somebody assume their mortgage, there's a huge risk associated with that. First and foremost, most importantly, you have certain covenants with your lender, your bank. When you signed your mortgage, you said you wouldn't do this. And if you did, the mortgage company has the right to foreclose. Mm-hmm. So anytime you shift beneficial interest, right, ownership interest, your lender, your servicer, your bank has the ability to accelerate the note and move forward for foreclosure. So you would have moved out by then, so maybe that doesn't bother you. However, the person who's using that mortgage, who's used that amount of money to help buy your house, would be, in essence, foreclosed upon. But also, along with that, is the fact that that mortgage is still in your name. So, do you know this person? Are you going to monitor that they make those payments every month? Because if they're late, that's going to affect your credit. And also, depending on your borrowing capabilities, if you want to go buy another house, that mortgage is still there as an obligation to you. And we talk about this a lot when we're talking about assuming mortgages, right? So sharing experiences during the last real estate investor boom of 08, 9, 10, folks were working to do this, but very rarely did it ever work. And analogize that with co-signing for somebody. So oftentimes we have people call and ask, I want to co-sign for my daughter. Should I do it? Well, we're certainly not going to should on you. We're going to share experiences, though. Mm-hmm. And sharing experiences is, did you know that your borrowing capabilities will be limited because that mortgage is still connected to your credit? So your debt to income ratio. How much money am I making? How much money am I spending? That is recognized as you spending that, whether or not your daughter is paying that monthly mortgage payment or not. Now, again, everybody's different. We all have our IMs, as Dr. Joe talks about, and maybe it's going to work, but are you going to monitor that on a monthly basis? Are you going to make sure it gets paid? Sure, I can get past that. This is my daughter, right? I'll make sure it gets paid if it doesn't get paid. But did you know that your borrowing capabilities may be limited with that? So these are questions that we always encourage people to walk through before they make quick decisions like that. You know, it sounds good. Somebody comes to you and says, I'll buy your house for 20% over market, but I need to use your mortgage. Very few mortgages will allow that person to step into your shoes and relieve you of that obligation. There are certain VA loan programs. Mm-hmm. Love the veterans, love the veteran benefits, the VA loans, great program, but not conventional, not bank loans. They underwrote the person, you, the seller of the home, they underwrote you. They looked at your credit and decided on you, not this other person. So even if it's tempting, right, I'm going to get 20%, 30% more than the value of the property, and I only have to sign over the deed and allow them to make payments, could be tragic. right? So we encourage people to look very deeply into either the assumption provisions or when co-signing. But if you have questions, we have a link. One of the things that we're really good at, let me break my arm patting myself on the back, is issue spotting, right? Do I have a case? Do I have a question? Do I have a lawsuit? Do I need to do this, that, or the other thing? And we can talk through that with you. And if it's something that we work on, specifically estate planning, real estate, we'll take very good care of you. But more importantly, if it's not something that we do, we can land you with the right attorney quickly and effectively, so you don't waste time and energy, and worse, find the wrong attorney and work with someone who really doesn't have the ability or capacity to help you.
All right, Mark Stiles, Stiles Law, Route 139 in Marshfield. If you want to get in touch with him, again, his office is located on Route 139. Stiles-law.com is the website. And, of course, the best way to pick up the phone, make that phone call. Right, Mark?
That's right, Rob. We can be reached at 781-319-1900. Again, 781-319-1900. And our concierge will identify your needs and place you with the proper attorney. And I can also be reached on Calendly. There's a link, calendly.com/M Stiles. You can sign up for a 15-minute no commitment consultation, and we'll issue spot. Do you have a case? I don't know, but let's talk about it. There it is. Who remembers this?
What?
Come on, Gen Xers.
There he is, Stevie B.
That's it.
Okay, I do remember this
That's
song.
spring, baby, right there.
Spring Love. All right, that's Mark. It's Mark Stiles, Stiles Law, Feel Good Friday. We do it every Friday at this time on WATD. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Rob. Have a great week, everybody.